Welcome aboard the Beseto Express. We'll cover 3 countries: Beijing in China, Seoul in Korea, and Tokyo in Japan. Together we'll explore the culture of Beseto. All aboard the Beseto Express!
When Koreans talk about their house, they say our house. But Western people say my house. The doors of houses in the West are formal, each having their own locks. But in the East, every door is used to be barred instead of being locked. That difference between doors of the West and East is easy to see. What else then makes the doors of the 3 Beseto countries unique?
Hello, I'm Doris Han, riding along again on the Beseto Express. I just entered by walking through these wide doors you see here behind me. And that's exactly the topic of today's show, doors. It's something we use every day and what most people take for granted. So, shall we open the doors of the 3 Beseto countries and see how they each look like, as we'll find out what meaning lies behind them.
A door is where everything enters and exits. Not only people and objects, but luck and bad fortune also go in and out of doors. Doors are the only part of architecture that move, and they are the point at which the boundaries and passageways to certain spaces meet. Doors can only serve their full purpose when together with walls or fences. The door is also the face of the house. The shape of a door is different according to the status or rank of the people living in the house. Because such social meaning is given to a door, many various shapes with different purposes have been made. The gates of forts. The doors that divide the interior and exterior of houses. The door has many faces, all in accordance with its character, purpose, structure, material, and the character of its boundaries as well. The door lets one move naturally through spaces that divide the outside and the inside. That's why it is also used as a term symbolizing hardships encountered in the quest of one's goal. Let's find out what other meanings are given to doors in the 3 Beseto countries. Most Japanese doors are sliding doors. There are sliding doors made by gluing paper onto wooden frames between rooms. Sliding doors are made in consideration of the intensity of light that gets through. Sliding doors are light in weight and offer good ventilation. But with the import of a type of paper called danji from China, it has come to serve as a screen and decoration as well. In the case of Japanese-styled homes, when all the doors are closed, the entire house can be enclosed.
伝統的に日本はそれほど一般の住宅ではね門を設けてで外とこう敷地をねやはり日本の建築特に住宅の場合には住宅の外と内との連続性自然と室内空間との連続これが非常に重要な意味を持ってますから。
The doors of China differ greatly according to status, rank, or economic standing. A door is used as a type of social symbol. You call the gate of a high-ranking official a high gate, and the door of a poor peasant a han gate. The depth of the gates differ greatly from the emperors and the peasants. The color of the gate also depends on its usage. Since every house has a gate, the gate symbolizes the family and the household.
应该说，中国是很讲究门的。过去这个有这个，门第，是吧？讲究门，叫门户、门第。
门第
啊，
门第是什么？
叫门户相当，门当户对。
门当户对。
哎，门第关系就是一种等级。
哦。
啊，实际上讲的是一种等级。
I thought that since all buildings and houses have doors, that they must be there part of the basic architecture. But now I found out there's a lot more meaning behind doors than just being there for the sole purpose of getting in and out. So, why don't you and I go and find out and see what meaning lies behind the doors of Korea?
Like the doors in China, the doors of Korea also differ according to the owner's status and economic standing. They not only act as a boundary that divides the inside from the outside and others from family members, but they are also used as a symbol for the passageway between heaven and hell. The doors of Korea have been made for cold weather. Several layers of doors were used to limit the loss of heat in the winter. If the modern doors of Korea are for entering, the doors of traditional Korean houses emphasized going out.
우리나라 문이라고 하는 것은 들어오기 위한 문이 아니고 대문이라면 나가기 위한 문. 나가기 위해서 그러니까 문 잠그는 장치가 안쪽에 있다. 문은 하나의 공간과 또 다른 하나의 공간을 서로 간에 연결시켜주기도 하고 단절시켜주기도 하는 그런 역할을 하는 것이 문이죠.
Let's find out more about the different types of doors for each country and their characteristics. There are rankings in the doors of China. Every door differs according to the status of the user. The highest ranked door in China is the door of the palace where the emperor resided. This door has 9 entrances and gives out a majestic and elaborate feeling. The emperor or king used any of the 9 gates, but the number of gates implies the size of the empire. Gates in the Jijin Palace, like the Wu Gate in the north and the Shenwu Gate in the south, the Donghua Gate in the east and the Shihua Gate in the west, are all representations of these gates. The second largest gate after the emperors is the gate of the royal family. There are 5 layers to the royal family's gate. The carvings on the gates are very beautiful. Among the surviving gates of the royal family, the most famous remaining is the gate now at China's Department of Public Health. There are rankings in the doors of the houses of ordinary people as well. Their gates differ according to their office. In other words, their gates are their social and economic rank in society. This gate is the gate of the house of a person in the rank of Deputy Prime Minister. The door is located far inward, and the space between the gate and the wall is very wide. This is the gate of a merchant. As you can see, it does not go as deep as the official's gate, and it opens outwardly. The gates of ordinary people are not quite as fancy, and the less fancy a gate is, the smaller the garden is sure to be. The door outside of a Chinese house is simple, since it's used for protection purposes. The doors inside the houses are elaborately decorated. When glass was not yet introduced, silk linen was used for the interior doors.
邻居们就是除了刚才咱们说的皇帝，除了这个，还有一些个王爷，这样的职位比较高的、地位比较高的，其他的像官员，过去的这个封建政权的官员，另外过去的一些个富人，过去一些平民，过去一些平民，就各种不同档次的、不同层次的人，他们住的房子呢，它的门都有区别。从门就可以看出他的政治地位，经济地位。社会地位都可以看得很清楚。你比如说
What characteristics do Japanese doors have? In Japan, where it rains a lot, covered doors made with pieces of wood were developed so that the changho would not get wet. The unique characteristics of a Japanese traditional styled house is that it has a tea house and Japanese floor mat. The doors of Japan are of a liberal and open style, focusing on protecting the house from heat. It not only divides room from room, it also serves as a form of decoration on which elaborate drawings are painted. Pictures of legendary birds, the change of seasons, or traditional ceremonies are usually drawn on them. Unlike Korean doors, paper is glued on the outside and thicker paper is used.
本当に最初の形はついたてと言いましてね、こう人が座りましてその後ろにこうただ立てるだけのものだったんです。それがだんだんいちいち他のとこから持ってきたりするのは大変ですから、それをこういうふうに、溝とかレール、今はレールですけど昔は溝を作ってたわけです。そこに最初からはめ込んで、それを滑らせて開けたり閉じたりできるようになったわけですね。
The main difference between Chinese and Japanese doors is that most doors of China close front to back, whereas the doors in Japan are sliding doors. Now, let's take a look at the different types of doors that Korea has.
The temperature range differs greatly from season to season in Korea. Since the coldness of the winter is more difficult to stand than the heat of the summer, doors were made emphasizing their ability to maintain constant temperatures. That is why doors of many layers have been developed. There are many different types of doors, such as the Song Gate, which acts as a boundary between cities, the Ilju Gate in the entrance of temples, the Ilgak Gate of houses of peasants, the Pyeongsan Gate, which you can find at shrines, and the gates of palaces like Hongnaemun of Gyeongbok Palace, the triple entrance gate Honghwamun, the Hongsal gate at traditional religious places, the New Moon Gate, the gate of Confucian temples and schools, the Sajumun with 4 pillars, the main gate of a private house. The unique characteristics of Korean doors can be found in the Changhoji, which is glued onto the doors.
우리나라 이 창호에 바르는 이 종이, 이걸 창호지라고 보통 우리가 부르죠. 우리나라 창호지는 문 살 때 안쪽에 붙이는 게 원칙입니다. 안쪽에 붙이게 되는데 이 창호지가 갖는 특성이 뭐냐면은 바깥에서 들어오는 빛을 받아서 실내에 다시 밝은 빛을 보내죠. 그때 유리창 같으면 외부의 빛이 그대로 통과하죠. 그런데 이 창호지는 빛을 받아가지고 난반사를 시킵니다. 내부로. 난반사를 시키기 때문에 실내 조도가 전체적으로 균일해져요. 실내 분위기가 굉장히 명랑해지고, 그리고 전체적으로 밝고 어두운 그 차이가 줄어들기 때문에 시력을 보호하는 데 참 좋습니다.
The sliding doors of Korea divide a particular space from another and also unite them.
이 문을 분한문이라고 그러는데, 이 문을 들어서 위에 이렇게 올려놨죠. 이걸 이제 들문, 들어 여는 문 이렇게 얘기를 합니다. 그래서 이게 무슨 얘기냐면은 이 집안에 큰 일이 있어요. 무슨 뭐 회갑잔치라든지 중요한 행사를 할 때 많은 사람이 와서 이렇게 뭐 행사를 하는데 이걸 들어 열어서 전체를 한 공간으로 쓸 수 있어요. 그러니까 닫으면은 벽이 되고 문이 되고 열면은 한 공간이 되는 그러한 그 폐쇄성과 그 개방성이 동시에 있는 그런 아주 독특한 문의 형태입니다.
The special structure of Korean traditional houses require doors that can maintain constant temperatures, so the doors of Korea were made into triple layers. When you open the double-layered door, a sliding door is hidden inside, and there is another cover door on the outside.
Although the doors of the 3 Beseto countries serve the same purpose, they each have different characteristics. However, the hope of bringing good fortune and health is all the same. Well, that's it for today's Beseto Express, and until next time, I hope good fortune enters through your door. Bye-bye.
There are differences in the shapes and the material doors are made from between the 3 Beseto countries, according to the country's climate and lifestyle. Most Beseto doors use wood, though, and all open up and close out their surroundings in a uniquely Beseto fashion.